And we're back in part 2 of our glorious Italian campaign here. Um, Picking up about maybe 10 minutes after the previous one. One of the things I was looking at, and I got to really think about, is kind of one, our composition of the Navy, because we're still building the old ship, so we've got a little bit of time. But I think maybe light cruiser spam may be the best deal, just to deal with enemy, get through the enemy screen count. Um, That was one possibility. The other thing, of course, I got to be very careful. Avoid the French fleet as long as possible. Hopefully, let France capitulate, then bring my fleet out to play. So
Pronto, signore.
then finally, we're gonna have a lot of territory to hold. Is Italy? That's one of your main pains in the butt, though. You've got to hold Sardinia, Sicily. You know, your coast, Dodecanese, North Africa, East Africa. It's gonna take a lot of troops. Also, I'm going to need a lot more artillery pieces because this is just not going to cut it long term. So, probably take that one off, do one extra on planes for now, but then long term, I've got to get the artillery count up just so I can have infantry divisions that actually pack a punch.
Pronto, signore.
In fact, you know what? 2 cavalry divisions there. I don't need you. Any other cavalry divisions that I should get rid of? No. Although my tank divisions, okay, is Italy. Do not be surprised. This is your tank division. It's 2 motorized battalions, 4 battalions of cavalry there, and 1 light tank. Yeah, so that'll need to get fixed. But we'll worry about that a little bit later. The war continues in Spain. I think I will probably continue to build more civilian factories until 1938 or so, at which point I will then switch over to nothing but mills. Of course, the constant trade-off you are dealing with is the faster you go to mills, the better you are for France and Britain, but the weaker you will be for the Soviet Union. The longer you stay on civs, the weaker you are at the beginning of the war, but the stronger you will be for the Soviet Union. I'm going to try to kind of take a middle path here, so keep making civs through the end of 37, and then it's just all military after that. Yeah, my counts are still atrocious, but that's how that goes. Japan and China is kicking off. Okay. Because basically, I'm hoping my main contribution to Germany will be the Air Force and will allow them to just succeed with the German units. I don't know if that's the case, and if I need some actual breakthrough units, we're going to have issues. You know, fast forward to a few episodes now, and this will probably come back to haunt me, but there it is. And doctrines, you know what? We're going to be doing battlefield support, yeah. So fighter detection, air wing experience gain, that's a good one. And we'll pick up dive bombing in a little bit later. Should we move you down? Oh, none of the air bases in the south are owned. Interesting. Yeah, still racking up a good amount of air experience. So we'll get these 2 done. I won't be able to put anything into production, and we do want some tax too, just because they've got the range that'll help us in East Africa. Okay. There's another air doctrine we can get. Air support, great. Completed that encirclement. There's the attack bombers. No. Logistics. Yeah, I did my test of field hospitals in my American game. They're not worth it. They're just not. It's just atrocious. Signal companies I know I will need. Although we could get going on this. No, you can wait. And then I do think probably the ships I'll focus the most on will be some light cruisers that I just make to shred destroyers. I think that'll probably be the best thing. Oh, should work on sonar, though. Okay. Work on some sonar. Their scout plane's done. Yeah, that's too far ahead of time. It's 2 light tanks. At least want to try to have like a handful, small handful of breakthrough divisions. Some light tanks, probably some light self-propelled artillery. Just so I'm not useless in that theater of the war, or that area. Well, that's our airbase. How come it's saying it's not intel? Whatever. Okay, I can name a new officer. Naval officer, yes. Yeah, Campione has to be the... Yeah, Campione's the only choice. No, I should not do that yet because it'll be cheaper once I get Graziane here. So we will not be doing any doctrines yet for land. Alright, Nostrum's completed. Great. Okay. Oh shoot, it's going to want me to have a little extra chromium, isn't it? It is. That would help with that. Yeah. Italy really don't have many resources that are particularly great. Alright. So, prospects for some oil, that would be quite good. Or start making some better ships and get down here too. Oh, you need to carrier effort before you can get down there and there. Okay, interesting. Because I'll want this before the war for the simple reason of it's the 50% air doctrines. I mean, that's a big deal. That is something that should not be taken lightly. I'll do what? Claims. I'll end up having to do claims on Yugoslavia. Need to come down there, there. Let's get the oil right now. And then I should build the fortifications on the border just so I don't forget. Okay, not yet. Let's do excavation. I'll need a long term for the aluminum. Let's check our civ count. Civ count is 30. Okay. Maybe we'll get it to, what, 32 here? I might push it to 35, then I'll switch. I'll just get the chromium. It's going to be an issue, and I can trade it to Japan to help out Japan. Get it from Japan, I should say. That'll fish those 2 guys up faster. So give me time to rack up naval experience too. So 38 will be the fastest anything's out. Officer Corps is set. Want some other bonuses. Let's take a look. Naval refit. Light ship design. Integrated designers. Global presence now. Naval reform. Flexible contracts. Cruiser design cost. I think I like that. I think I like that a lot. So we're going to be focusing on some cruisers. Best of the best. Now let's give some do instilled aggression in a second, and then yeah, none of these are particularly needed right now. Screen attack, we'll want that one because we'll be putting out a whole bunch of light cruisers. Oh, taking a look here at this. Extra reconnaissance, extra intelligence gained from combat, infiltration assault, static warfare, no, flexible organization. Well, maybe. Reserve officers. Victory or death. Logistical focus. Intelligence gained from combat. Reconnaissance plus 15%. I don't know which of these actually says the most, Italian to me. Because, yeah. Well, let's do reserve officers. Why not? That'll be new. Okay, we're going to save up for Graziani here. I guess. Well, you're my only ship designer. You're 30. You're cheap. Yeah, let's get that going. Fine. Okay, done prospecting for oil. So I'm gonna get... Better special forces. Possibility. Libyan infrastructure. Okay. Carrier effort. Light ship effort. Destroyers. More destroyer tech. Doesn't have good... Oh, there it is. That's better light cruiser tech. So we'll probably try to make the 1940 light cruisers, I think. Okay, you're fine there. Get our scout card just in case. Probably won't be necessary. Oh yeah, no. You need to happen. Then radar. I need to do radar. Just to build it up on Sicily here. So I can help control the Mediterranean. Okay, well, I think those will be the last. Bombers more expensive for tax. Yeah, we're not even making any tax. That's easy. I guess I'll finish those two up. Yeah, I'm only going to be at 32 civilians. That's going to be worrisome. Probably build two more each of those, and then I think we're going to be done. We may have to build some civilians later in the war if we're going to have issues trading for goods, but we'll worry about that when we get there. Spirit of the Academy. Meticulous preparation, political loyalty. Bold attack. Inventive leadership. Theater training. Let's try theater training. I don't think I've ever done that before. And we are going to be in Africa a bunch. Which is desert. And Grand Fleet. Calculated restraint. Still aggression. Best of the best. You know, let's face it, it's Italy. We're going for Grand Fleet. We've got our delusions of grandeur, and we're not holding back. Okay, took down the anarchists. I do need to start training a bunch of these guys in a second, and hell, my navy needs to get trained, I'm sure. Let's take a look at that. Well, some are trained, some are not. How are we doing on subs? I chose to build some subs. Because subs are a pretty dang good return on investment, just because they're so ridiculously cheap. I'm not going to go full sub spam, because that's cheesy. I don't like that, but we'll definitely incorporate some subs to our navy. Okay, start training. Start making some transport planes. Do we have any naval bombers in production? We do, only one. We need to bump that up to at least 2. There's the cars, there's the tanks. Oh yeah, attack bombers are expensive right now because of the extra cost. That's fine. I won't be building any while that's actually going. We do need one on scout planes too. Where the heck are my scout planes? Right in front of my face there. Okay. Can only run this for a few days before we'll be out of fuel, but that's okay. Yeah, do resources again. I'm not sure we'll need much more after that, but we'll see. It's gonna basically, that's just for the aluminum and iron, steel, because that's really all we have that's worth a consequence. Yeah, doing okay. These guys I should have trained up before, though. Had a much rougher time than they should have had. Okay. Let's do fortification effort just before I forget about it. Artillery pieces, okay, we're getting up there. It's February 1938. Got our civilian factories still going. Then I guess too, we are gonna for sure be doing that Libyan refineries there, so we should get our synthetic tech open. 277 days, that was a lot. Wow. Yeah, because let's face it, we're going to have to build some synthetics, otherwise we're going to be out of rubber, and that'll be the end of that. So, air doctrine. I could buy you normal, or I could wait. How close is this war to ending? Probably decently close, so I should hold off and wait. Okay, well, let's get that synthetic refinery going now, because that takes forever. Yeah, because we're going to need it for the rubber. It's not so much for the oil, although the oil is an added bonus, obviously, but we're going to need it for the rubber. And turn you off. Because the other good news is, of course, our close air support. Because there's not great distance here, will be quite useful when it comes to the fight in the Mediterranean. Active sonar. I'll get you a little closer, but then we're going to get that cruiser hull going. Should do that so I don't forget about it also. We're going to really have to pump the artillery count. That's worrying me. It's not nearly as high as it needs to be. Okay, potential research is radar. Well, you get a little closer, then I'll go for that. Oh, geez, yeah. Need to do those. Do that. You catch E2 up. Special Forces. So let's go there. No. Signal Company. The other thing we need to be careful of is make sure we can do the Albanian invasion on time. I gotta take a look and see which is the historical option, because obviously Yugoslavia itself had a serious internal conflict about whether to go with with the Axis or not. So let's face it, in the 1940s, especially into 41, when you're looking at the situation in Europe, it's much better to be a fascist than not. Why? Because Germany had completely overrun the continent. So there ended up being a coup taking out the I guess the kind of the pro-fascist government, and that's what caused Germany to invade, of course, and then flow straight into Greece. So I think befriend might be the historical option, although the AI always picks claims on Yugoslavia. So actually, you know what? I think I'll probably take the claims. Yeah, I'll probably take the claims, but... No, we've got a while before we need to do that. Naval, air, Libyan infrastructure. Light ship X. And let's do Libyan infrastructure. Okay, got the scout plane going. Let's get some artillery though, because that's probably going to be our realistic bottleneck. Still going okay. Well, there's that. Need to remember to turn off the weapons we're sending over. Yes. Boop. Boop. Done. Fighters came back here. Fine. Hang out there. Tank designer. Yeah. Don't need to worry about the plane designer for now. We are building. Yes. No, war industrials for right now is what needs to happen. Yeah, no, it's the right call. Okay. Okay, there. 1938, May. Whew. Okay. Tungsten. Well. Get it from Japan. Help them out. Speaking of which, let's check on Japan. Japan here. Pushed out of Beijing. Okay, they are pushing successfully. Hopefully they can take them out. I don't know. My U.S. campaign. Well, I won't say that. In some other campaigns, definitely not the U.S. campaign, wink wink, I've seen Japan get bogged down. Even on higher difficulties. Or greater boostings for them. So we'll see if they're able to accomplish what they need to. Taking a look here. We turn you guys into real divisions. It's 24 width. It's not a great size. We'll probably end up adding some extra artillery. Probably should do anti-air and anti-tank too, just because our infantry divisions are going to have problems otherwise. Yeah, it brings down the work a good chunk though, but it gives us some real firepower. And it means we're going to be short a good chunk of artillery. Because this will give some kind of idea of how much we're actually behind. Bulgaria approaches the German Reich. Oh yeah, no, we're definitely getting in that air competition. Think. 80%, 80%, 80%. That's easy. You're also hitting 80%. Fine. Istria. Why is Istria's infrastructure so bad? I could not tell you. Is there anything useful in Istria? No, just a bunch of build slots. Boop. Okay. So that's fine. Improved tank chassis. We've got to get the artillery up first. Yeah, we've got to get the artillery up first. I'm not going to pay for you full bore. There's no reason to pay for you yet. Okay, you guys are fine for now, so you need to go back to training. Smoke generators. Yeah, don't want to fall too far behind on the infantry tax. No, we're just not investing in Turkey. Forget it. Some more CAS. So we'll let those guys train up. We're gonna have to start training the Navy though. We're only paying for one set of 8 oil. Could bump that up if I need to. I'd rather not. Libyan infrastructure. Albanian occupation will need to happen eventually. War with Greece. There's plenty of time there. Armor tax will be good later. Well, that'd be nice too. Should probably do these now. Open that up. Reconnaissance. Yeah, let's get the air tax open. This will be doing those much faster than some other ones. Need more rubber. Interesting. Ah, yes, tactical bombers. Yep, we'll go for it. I don't think we'll probably go above 3, above 24 rubber, just because we're going to need a lot of synthetic plants to offset that. And I don't want to just create a huge deficiency there. Speaking of which, how close are we on that? Still on 150. Okay. I'll probably try to sit out the war historically like Italy did and see how France is going, but my fear is I'll need to enter the war to help Germany crack France. I mean, the biggest question is, can Germany get through France by itself? I just don't know. Oh, yeah. Probably other things we should look at. 100 points. Not really worried about the text right now. Ooh, we should do Maki. No, we're going to save it for that. A little bit of excavation. Great. This text maybe I can start on. Radar needs to happen pretty quick. It'll need to happen pretty quick also. Better light cruisers. Do some armor techs. Did we already pick Fiat? No, we've not. You're going. Logistics company should happen also. Yeah. There's my computing machine. Honestly, just do radar. Because I'm going to keep just postponing it otherwise. And that'll be a real issue. Okay, artillery's increasing. How many days short are we? 116 days, not bad. Put some anti-tank guns in our groups, because I've seen the UK build a lot more armor, so I don't want to risk it. And anti-aircraft guns we also need to do. Yeah, we'll do that for now. Ooh. Okay, Navy. Sub is probably the cheapest thing to upgrade. Or do we start going after some light cruisers right now? Let's look at our light cruisers, why don't we? Their screen ship. Got a decent attack there. Torpedoes aren't great. Let's see what happens if we just upgrade this. Give you some armor. Give you another secondary battery. Don't mess with that. Only costs you 6 points. You look pretty good. I mean, you've got 14 light attack. Your torpedoes aren't the greatest. So if we swap your... say we swap that. For 8, we can make a machine here that shreds light cruisers. Alright, I like that. We're going for that. Be in Toronto, good. Take back one of the chromiums, good. Okay. So yeah, start focusing on light cruisers to shred screens. Because once you get through the screens, capital ships are nothing. You just got to get through them, though. And therein lies the difficult part sometimes. Or, you know, just have a bunch of naval bombers bomb the living bejesus out of everything, and it doesn't matter. But well, we will definitely be employing naval bombers. Turn you off there. Yeah, attack bombers. We're behind on a little bit. Those guys are going to need to get larger. Got 150. What do we do? Industry techs, not bad idea. No, yeah, Maki for the air. Already said that. Gonna follow up with it. Bomber agreement. Air innovations 2. More importantly, the air, beautiful air doctrine reductions. And then I think it'll be this, and then claims Albanian occupation is the historical kind of route to go right there. Take a look. It's in a book. There's you. Start training. Let's take a look at our air forces. Got 900 CAS, 700 fighters. Would like a lot more fighters than that. We'll see. I don't think I'll be able to really kind of do that until we get our synthetics going. UK fighter count. I'm at 1.9. They probably have slightly more than me. I'd say, let's just estimate I'm at 2.5 to be safe. France is doing shitty. Germany's all over the place. Who knows what they have. Okay. So, 1.34 fighters a day is, I mean, it's not great, but it's not terrible, so. Oh, yeah. I need to start training guys really quick here. So you're going to get, what, some anti-tank. You're going to get some anti-air. Artillery. Get you about 30 combat with. We need to beef something up, but just kind of let us know what we need to do to keep our infantry divisions in shape. 244 days. Long time, but falling rapidly. Let's get the anti-tank going for now a little bit. Okay. Anti-tank's now starting. Signal company research. Definitely will need some of those. MP long-term's good. Oh yeah, now let's get those industry techs rolling. Shoot. Yeah, you're the let's do construction first. Okay, go right there. We'll upgrade the light arms. No reason to. We're gonna have a good surplus as soon as we can. And I think we're gonna continue down the synthetic rubber line to make those better. Naval dockyards. Okay. Yeah, that convoy count. I don't like that. That's a scary convoy count. That's way too stinking low, so we're gonna fix that. Air innovations 2, which means take a look. We need to keep 175 for the better fighters, but other than that, we can spend easily. Ace generation, air superiority, air superiority. We need to keep the rest for... Huh, we even get jet fighter bonus there, that's interesting. Support artillery. No, we need to go claims on Yugoslavia, we discussed that. Electron tungsten is going to be needed here. Fine. Who do we want to get tungsten from that's useful for us? Well, it's Japan. We won't need all of it, so let's trade with Japan to help them. Get that anti-tank going. What are we short on? Holy moly, trains. Alrighty. We need to have the trains running on time, of course. Okay, keep these techs going. Honestly, go straight for rubber right now. We're going to need that rubber so badly. And we're going to need those Libyan refineries. So that'll get us 2 synthetic refineries right there. So that'd be a good chunk of rubber starting there. Because right now refineries are only worth, 1 rubber. Yep, nope, definitely need the rubber tech. That's a good call. December 1938. Okay. Oh, that's right, trains. We need the trains first and foremost. Hopefully 2 factories on trains should be enough. But, yep, we're doing industry, so we'll continue with that. Should research fighters, because then we'll be only 1 year ahead, keeps with my rule, and definitely want light fighters to be solid. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Barely ahead of time. And once again, yes, I know. Doing that well ahead of time would have been the power game move. I'm not doing the power game move here. So, get you guys out. You. Start training. You're trained. You guys will need to expand. We have tax and storage. We do. So because we have tax and storage, you start training. And those guys will need to go up to 100 in a little bit, which will dilute their experience, but so be it. Okay, trains look good. Things are looking okay. It's going to be Albanian invasion time now. Doing it right about the historical timing. Boop. Boop. I mean, let's look at Albania here. What do you even have? Well, I mean, there'll be some factories, let's face it. I've got a shit amount of factories, so... Any factories are quite useful. This is 1939. The war will kick off in Poland soon, so let's take a quick look at our situation. We've got 2.4K planes, 162 ships, and only 374,000 men in uniform. Can't really see too much of what's going on here. The UK plane count, though, scares the bejesus out of me, because we know they've got already a good chunk on planes. We've got more than them, but of course, with AI settings like this, basically each AI factory is worth about, I always say about 1.5 of my own. You know, that math's probably a little bit wrong, but it is a decent approximation. That's all I care about. So, got about 3K planes there. Let's just call it 1.2. So we're looking at about 4.2 versus, what, 1.5 and 2.4. Yeah, I've got more planes than Germany. That's frightening. That is really frightening. Yeah. Well, we're going to need a lot of fighters here. Like I said, I'm just hoping when I give Germany air superiority over the Allies, they can do something with it. Okay, the Maki's going. And frankly, should I do you right now also? I think I should. I've got the bonus. Why not? Yeah. So we'll get some better casts too out there. That's where a great extent of my industry is going, so... Okay, I've cured the train deficiency. 2 factories there for the end of the game should be good. And I'll probably lower it to 1 eventually. Um, take a look at our infantry units. 77 days for artillery, 310 for anti-tank, 369 for anti-air, so we'll kick that up. Let's look at our infantry units. Add some logistics. Add signals. Yeah, we can bear that okay. And then, where are my colonial divisions? Boop. Honestly, let's just get all the infantry together.
Si, signore.
Put you over there. Make you guys all regular infantry divisions. So the colonial divisions no longer suck. That's going to hit me hard. Fine, do it.
Pronto.
And then, yeah, those colonial divisions just need a whole bunch of extra stuff. Okay. So now, what are we short? 182 days worth, not bad at all. The anti-tank, the anti-air will be problems. Guns, not a problem. Okay, trains are a little bit short again, but that's okay. We're making up the train count. So realistically, I don't think I'll have the light tanks ready to go because I focus so much on air for the beginning of this war, but we'll see. And honestly, I may just not even go for light tanks, skip the light tanks, go straight for mediums. At this rate, I think that's probably the better move. Because we're going to have to do a lot of armor research. We've not committed to it, so. Taking a look. What other air divisions we need to train? None right now. Okay, Navy. Start training. Start training. Made a battle fleet. Yep. Start training. So that will cause our oil to plummet. That's fine. Honestly, just need like everything to start training before it becomes too late. And yes, I could have regrouped the entire fleet to one point, told them all to start training together, but that burns a decent amount of fuel, and with my fuel situation so bad as Italy, that is one thing I'm trying to min-max and not just destroy my fuel. So please forgive the little tediousness of this, but it's what is necessary. Or at least I'm going to deem it necessary. Okay, you guys. So we need to get our training now, of course, before war breaks out, because once war breaks out, yeah, that won't be happening. Okay. So that'll hurt our fuel stocks hard, but also get us a good chunk of naval experience. Yeah, I can't wait for my train count to fix that. Okay. And no, we don't actually invade Albania here. Did I say invade? Invade Albania. Wow. Um, it's just an event. So, that'll be nice, quick, and easy. What happened? Oh, Japan. Why are you messing up? So who should I trade with? Norway shouldn't matter too much. Oh, Spain. Trade one with Spain. Oh, to hell with it. We'll trade the other one with Japan, see what happens. That's fine. Don't tell me Japan's losing. When you see loss of trade like that. Oh, jeez. I mean, they made some progress, but I think Japan's going to get bogged down in China. I think that's what's going to happen. Okay, rubber processing, done. Keep it going. Because then each synthetic refiner will make 3 rubber, I guess. Which is a huge difference, because I'm about to be very short of rubber very quickly if I'm not careful. So things seem to be okay. Let's see what happens when this occupation event hits. Ta-da. Okay, next choice. Yep, I think it's got to be Libyan refineries. Extra oil, fantastic. It's only 4. Let's not act like that's going to cure everything, but, you know, my oil stocks are so bad. That'll be good. Worrying about a bunch of naval tech, not really worth it right now. Befriend Bulgaria will happen, Pack of Steel will happen, and Treaty Germany will happen, but I think Libyan refineries happens first. Do I need to justify on them? Hold on. Do I actually need to justify or just get it? Well, not... Okay, shoot. There we go. Nearly paid a whole bunch of PP I didn't need to spend. Think. So yeah, good amount. We need to build compliance though. Oh yeah, jeez. I don't think I looked at my occupation laws ever. Okay, civilian oversight. Fantastic. That's what we want. That's what we want there. Yeah, those 3 techs need to happen. That needs to happen. That needs to happen. Tanks can wait. Definitely need to catch up on some support techs in a second. And getting some better radar. Better artillery. Nope. That is the most immediate thing we need to do. Okay. Portugal seeks to purchase Italian ships. We will receive an off-map civilian factory as payment. Okay, yeah, we'll do that. Shoot. Get the better... Honestly, that helps everything. An extra 10% is huge, so we need to do that more importantly. Let's take a quick look here. Drawing close to the end of the episode. Train some more fighters. And our choices here. Armor, not bad. Artillery. I'm going to be doing a lot of artillery techs over the course of the game, so there we go. Speeds that guy up even a little bit more. And that opens up also good options for tank weapons. Naval Doctrine we'll need to look at. No, we're not doing you because we need to wait for the fighter and upgrade the fighter. 8 planes on fighters, 5 on close air support. Okay, a bunch of the ships are getting close to done training, or are done training. Good. Yeah, make it so we can use more of our ships for repairs. Don't want to have ships just sitting around doing nothing. Yeah, that convoy situation. Wow. It's pretty bad. And I think we'll need to do intelligence agency and things like that once the war kicks off. But before the war, that's just too risky. Yeah, our mountaineers we need to fix up also. Our good old Alpinis. Okay. At least this part will be free of it. Some means I should have done this way before. But puts us over the special force limit. You put us over the special force limit. That's not good. Really not good. Yeah. Okay. Need to get that fixed, and we also need to start raising some new infantry divisions. But we need to, of course, cure this shortage first. 200. Okay, you guys are going okay. You're still behind, though. So because you are behind, let's do that to help speed things up. And I guess we'll also start training some new divisions. Focus on reinforcements first. Doing okay on manpower. We'll need to go extensive, but not for a while. So get those guys and start training. Oh yeah, we got the Albanian stockpile of equipment. That's nice. Not bad at all.
Pronto all'azione. Ordini?
You guys need to start training also. So that'll cost some serious equipment to training, but we'll eat it for now.
Pronto.
Okay, stop it for now. Let you guys recover, get the equipment. Make sure I'm not eating anything to attrition here. No. No. Okay, everything's fine. So draw close to the war, I gotta be careful, because I need to make sure all my guys are positioned well for the beginning of the fighting here. My big concern is just getting through France. If we can get through France, I'll feel okay about this game, even if we die to the Soviets. If we don't, that'll be rough. Night fighting. Gonna pick one of these choices in a little bit. I'm gonna let it sit for now, though. Ooh. And yeah, we need an intelligence agency, but man, I just need basic arms and munitions and making a better army. So much more. We'll do that eventually, but we're just gonna be flying blind in this fight. Okay, look at their plane count. It's about 3.5, let's say. I'm at 2.6. Germany's only at less than me, probably 2.5 max. So, can I tell how many factories you have on planes? About 20. I've got 20. Germany's only got about maybe 12. Okay. You're training good. You need to start training. Let's take a look at our plane count. 1,100 fighters, 1,100 CAS. The good news is CAS are pretty good at air superiority for not being light fighters. So that will help us to make sure we hold air control in the zones. Let's take a look at our counts here. 325. Look at our refineries are online. That's great. 323. 228. After that, artillery, maybe, because that'll feed into some cheap land doctrines. Or pack to steel. Let's go pack to steel. Yeah, pack to steel. Or defend Bulgaria into pack to steel. Okay, think. Look. Also, right about the time to end this episode, so I will end it here, and I'll see you next time. Thank you very much.